In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA playoff bet slate for Wednesday, May 1st. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for our Wednesday, May 1st playoff bet slate we got going on. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon. Before I get to that, we are on the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 4.8 thousand subscribers, on our way to our goal of 10K. So continue, guys, to show that love and support. Continue to like and comment if you're already subscribed. That helps the YouTube algorithm reach out to a broader audience, okay? If you're not subscribed, please join the community that we're building on YouTube and on Patreon by hitting that subscribe button right this second, all right? And for the Patreon, I had the futures on the 76ers here. So they came up big. They came up big there, and they showed up in game number 5. So those futures are still live for this series, okay? You got them at a great number when they were down 3-1, and now you have an opportunity to take this game to game 7. All right, hopefully they can come through. I imagine that they can come through on game 6, and this is going to be a very interesting series here. I already predicted that game 7 should be for Philadelphia 76ers and Knicks, and a game 7 should be for the Dallas Mavericks and the Clippers. So if you want these futures, if you want premium bets, period, all right, you sign up for that Patreon link down below. First game up, we have the Miami Heat here going up against the Boston Celtics, the 1-8 matchup here. The Celtics have an opportunity to close out the Miami Heat in this particular game here and end it in game 5. Looking at the current odds, the Boston Celtics are minus 1,100 favorites, with the comeback of the Miami Heat at a plus 675. The point spread is at a 14.5. 14.5. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Total right now is at a 200.5. For the public bet percentage, we have 94% of the bets on Boston, but 57% of the money on Miami. So that 50, you see that discrepancy there? That's a crazy discrepancy. 94% of the bets, but 57% of the money. That money percentage there, that 57% is the sharp money. Okay, that's the sharp money. When you see that huge discrepancy, it doesn't look like it makes sense. The sharps are coming in on Miami money line, and they're coming in on the Miami point spread. All right, so 59% of the money on a point spread for the Heat, and 61% of the bets are coming in on the Heat as well. All right, and when I'm going to explain that in a second, let me just tell you about the total. The total here, 92% of the bets and 89% of the money on the over 200.5. All right, now for that point spread there, the reason why it's more heavily towards the slightly heavily towards the Miami side is because in the first 4 games of this series, each spread was at a 10. In game 1. Well, technically 9.5 or 10 in game 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now this is a closeout game coming in game 5 here. I get it. One of the injuries on the side of Miami, no Jaime Jaquez, but the Celtics are going to be without Kristaps Porzingis, all right? And you boosted up almost 5 points. That's a big question mark right there. I'm letting you know that right now. Miami injury report, like I said, no Jaime Jaquez, no Jimmy Butler, no Terry Rozier, all right? For the Boston Celtics, no Kristaps. So what are we going to go with here? I fully believe. I get it. I understand what we saw in those 2 games in Miami, that the Miami Heat did not show up. But the history shows us with the Miami Heat, when these 2 teams play, like we saw in the playoffs last year, the Miami Heat show up. Spoelstra shows up on the road when you least expect it. That's when they come out and like, what? They do what the Bucks did against the Pacers last night. So I'm getting value right now on this 14.5. Love the extra points. Love the extra points in a closeout game. Spoelstra is not going to be going out like a punk. All right. I get it. Jaime Jaquez is out. Now Duncan Robinson shows up. He's going to be hitting like 4 or 5 threes. Definitely look for his prop. Okay. I'm trying to give you some gems here. So give me the Miami Heat. We're going to get the value here. I don't think Boston Celtics come out and cover the spread 3 games in a row, especially in a closeout when the Miami Heat literally have to. There's no more ifs, ands, or buts. All right. They have to do something. All right. No more just giving the game away from the first tip. All right, so plus 14.5, and give me the under in this game. It's going to be very defensive, poor shooting on both sides. It's going to be very scratch and claw. Give me the under. We're fading the public under 200.5. All right. Last but not least for Wednesday, there's only a 2-game slate for Wednesday here. We got the Dallas Mavericks going up against the LA Clippers. Phenomenal series that we're seeing here from both sides. Just great play from Kyrie to Luka to Paul George, James Harden. This has been great basketball we're seeing in this series here. Looking at the current odds, minus 155 on the Dallas Mavericks as road favorites. On the other side of the Clippers here, plus 125 there. The point spread is at a 2.5 on both sides, and the total is at 208. All right. So now for the public bet percentage here. This is weird. Look at the money line. This is similar to what we saw on the Miami Heat and Celtics game. 66% of the bets on Dallas, but 91% of the money on the Clippers. What? 91? How you have dang near 100% of the money on the Clippers, but the 66% of the bets on Dallas? So same scenario. That 66% you see, that's the sharp money. The sharps are on the Dallas Mavericks here. That's why this line has held at a 2.5. Sharps on Dallas, like to see that there. Point spread, 62% of the bets on the Clippers, 59% of the money on the Clippers to cover. That's fine there. That's normal. 90% of the bets, 88% of the money on the over 208.5. All right. For the injury report, Luka Doncic popped up on the injury report, but he's more likely to be probable in this game. I wouldn't worry about that. Tim Hardaway, we already saw what happened to him with his ankle. He's not going to be playing in the playoffs no more. All right. And then the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard out yet again. All right. Cool. Kawhi, don't come back until you're fully healthy. All right. The Clippers play better without you because you're not 100%, nowhere near 100%. So just continue to sit out, and hopefully you guys can make it to the next round. But it's not helping with the chemistry right now with the Clippers. So what did we see in game number 4 here? Absolutely phenomenal performance from the Clippers here, and Paul George and James Harden. The outlier here, the reason why the sharps are on Dallas is because the Clippers had an outstanding night from the three-point line. 18 of 29. They shot the three-point ball at a 62% clip. 62%. That is absolutely insane. That's why they had the big lead. But the Dallas Mavericks showed heart. Kyrie Irving showed heart. They came back from 31 points down and took the lead. They were not able to close out in that fourth quarter. But you saw some bright spots here. If the Mavericks have no lapses, then they should be able to handle the Clippers in this game here. We're going to be going with the sharp money. Give me the Dallas Mavericks on the money line. If you want to play with that point spread, you can. Just give me the win in this spot. You're talking about a minus 155. I'm not complaining. Give me the win there. And for the total, all right, when the Dallas Mavericks, all right, tend to win, it goes under, all right, because they are a very good defensive team here, and everything's clicking on all cylinders. Give me the under 208.5, all right? So those are going to be the plays for Wednesday. Let's sweep today. Let's 100% sweep today. Remember, the plays are Mavericks money line and the under 208, and the Miami Heat plus 14.5. If you can get a 15, that's even better. And the under 200.5, all right? Thank you guys for listening. Let me know in that comment section down below, what do you think on these plays for today? Who are you choosing? Are you going to fade me? Let me know in that comment section down below. We could definitely debate about that. And I'll be back with another video very soon, all right? Peace out.